If I wanted to lose 10 to 15 kilos in the next 16 weeks, here's exactly how I would do it. Now, before I get into the video, you're probably wondering who the fuck is this guy and why should I listen to him? My name is Jackson. I'm an online physique coach and I've been a personal trainer for the last 5 years. I've coached people to multiple photo shoots. I've competed in bodybuilding myself and I've helped over hundreds of people transform their body and their life. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going through the top 3 things that you need to know to help you lose 10 to 15 kilos in the next 16 weeks. Now, the first one actually has absolutely nothing to do with training or nutrition. It's probably the most underlooked thing when it comes to building a physique and dropping body fat. Now, to explain this, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story that has helped me understand this in the best possible way. So when I started training, like anyone else, I was in the gym because I wanted to feel more confident and I wanted to feel better about myself. It was really interesting to understand that it wasn't until I decided to compete and actually understood as to why I wanted to compete, it allowed me to lock in and make more progress than ever before. Not just because I had set a start date and an end date, which definitely helps, but I had a deeper understanding as to why I actually wanted to get a result. And this is what you need to understand as well. If you want to make progress and drop 15 to 20 kilos, you need to have a really strong reason as to why you're doing it. For me, the reason I wanted to compete in bodybuilding was because for years when I started training, I felt extremely uncomfortable in my own skin. And to be honest, it created a bit of a chip on my shoulder for so long. I was in the gym to prove a point and I wanted to compete to prove that point even further. It started off to prove a point to other people, but in the end, it was to prove a point to my younger self. I wanted to prove to that kid in school who was bullied and not feeling good about himself and never was comfortable in his own skin that he could truly achieve an ultimate physique that he always wanted. And I did achieve that, and I achieved it at a very decent level, placing second and third and fourth in multiple shows in my very first competitive season. The thing that you need to understand that if you want to lose 15 to 20 kilos, you have to have a really strong reason as to why you're doing this. I speak to multiple guys on a weekly basis, and the ones that always tend to achieve the best results is because they have a deeper understanding as to why they are here in the first place. So truly ask yourself, why do you want to drop 15 to 20 kilos? Is it a confidence thing? And if so, get deep on it. Do you not feel confident right now? Do you not feel happy in your own skin right now? Are you comfortable with taking your shirt off in public? These are questions that you need to ask yourself because we know that the journey of dropping 15 to 20 kilos is not easy and there are going to be obstacles, and it would be extremely naive of you to think that there is not going to be any obstacles and it's going to be smooth sailing. And when it gets tough and when it gets hard, that deeper why you want to do this and why you want to achieve this goal is going to get you through those tough times and help you overcome those obstacles. The second thing is very, very simple. It's all about creating some sort of calorie deficit, whether it means eating less food or moving more. Now, when it comes to fat loss, you need to be consuming less food and increasing the amount of energy that you are doing per day in order to drop body fat. Now, the easiest way to do this is figuring out how many calories you need at maintenance, which is very easy and you can go online to figure that out. From there, all you need to do is go anywhere between 10 to 15% below that and find your calorie deficit. All you need to do is monitor your body weight weekly and make sure you're losing anywhere between 500 to 700 grams per week, and you're going to be at a good pace there. If your body weight is not coming down, you will not be in a calorie deficit, which means that you will either need to increase the amount of steps or cardio you're doing per week and decrease the food you're having per week. I would strongly recommend only adjusting one thing at a time, as trying to do both at the same time can create a lot of fatigue. Now, the other thing where people go wrong on this when it comes to creating a calorie deficit, which I've done myself in the past, is I've absolutely dumped my calories down to the minimal amount because I want to lose fat as fast as possible. That is going to make this a very difficult time for you, and you will most likely not stick to the targets and not achieve that goal. Now, remember, I said in 16 weeks. It is not going to happen in 5 weeks. If it does, you're more than likely going to reveal a physique that is not aesthetically pleasing and one that you're probably not happy with. I doubt that dropping that 15 to 20 kilos, you want to look like a skinny guy, which no one wants, especially if you're watching this video, and it's certainly not what I have wanted in the past. And that has happened to me. The first time I went and did a diet, I dropped the calories way too low. I did so much cardio and I thought I was going to end up with the physique that I truly wanted, and it just left me feeling disappointed and upset with what I saw in the mirror, which is something you're probably already feeling right now and something you probably don't want to feel after putting in all this hard work. If you build 1 to 2 habits for the next 16 weeks, I promise you, you will be a different person. Take it slow. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. The third and final thing that is super important when it comes to trying to drop body fat in the next 16 weeks is you need to have a proper training plan. You can understand the reason why you're doing it. You can have a good calorie deficit and be sticking to it. But if you're not training hard and you don't have a good training plan, you are not going to reveal the physique you want. Training is the body's insurance policy. It is your brain telling your muscles that, hey, I know we're trying to drop body fat right now, but we need to stick around because we need to use these things every time that we come into the gym. So if you have a good training plan and you're training anywhere between 4 or 5 times a week, that's going to be a perfect amount for you to maintain muscle mass and possibly even build more. We need to understand that when we're creating this calorie deficit, you're actually not going to be in a very advantageous position to be building muscle because you have less overall calorie intake coming in. Now, I've seen it time and time again that when someone has a proper training plan, it is possible to build muscle while you are dieting, but you need to make sure that the plan is set properly. You're setting to the amount of days that you want to train, whether it's 4 or 5. You're going in with every session with intention, and you are not letting the diet itself dictate how much you can lift. So many times that I have before, people get into the mindset that, oh, I'm tired, I'm dieting, I'm not going to train hard. Fuck that. You still need to be training hard and showing up every single week with the intention of trying to make progress in your lifts. Will some of them probably stall? Maybe. Everyone is completely different. But if you go in with the intention that you can still maintain and build muscle, then you are going to reveal a much better physique in the end. So to recap this, in order to lose your 15 and 20 kilos, you need to have these 3 things on fucking lock. Number 1 is have a deeper understanding as to why you're doing it. The deeper, the better. The harder the questions, the more you're going to get through this. Number 2 is we obviously need to create some sort of calorie deficit. Not too aggressive, not too hard. Find anywhere between 10 to 15% below your maintenance calories and monitor your progress weekly. Losing anywhere between 500 to 700 grams per week is perfect. And the third thing is you need to have a proper training plan. Establish how many days you want to train, show up with intention, and don't go in with the mindset that you're going to lose muscle mass or not be able to build more. Your mindset is overall the most important things when it comes to trying to drop body fat. Yes, the plan is important and how you execute it is important, but if you don't have the correct mindset around why you're doing it and the intentions you have when showing up to your training sessions and your nutrition, then this is going to be a very hard process for you. Learn from my mistakes and don't do it the wrong way so that at the end you can be extremely happy with what you see in the mirror. Now, if you want more help on how to execute these things and implement them into your day and have a plan, jump into the description below where you'll see the link to my Instagram. Go through all my content, take what you can, and if you need some more help putting a plan together, shoot me a DM and I'll be more than happy to help you. Guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and I've also noticed that 95% of the people who watch this video are not subscribed. So if you want to help me be able to create more content that will help you achieve your dream physique, build muscle, drop 15 to 20 kilos, subscribe to the channel, and it will help me a ton. Thank you for watching.